of people are starting to think about like, what are they going to do for the new year, New Year's resolutions and all of that stuff. And what I tend to see a lot of is that people really want to kind of get their health either on track or back on track, or maybe do a cleanse. Lots of cleanses that happen. And I actually really adore cleanses, whether you do it through intermittent fasting or whether you do it through an actual like fruit juice cleanse, or maybe a colonic or an enema. And I know this is going to sound like such a shitty conversation, but I really want to have a conversation about it because, you know, the more stuff you have inside of you, the more toxic your body's going to be. So I just got introduced to a brand called Cor-Vital Health, and they have what's called a coffee enema. And I've actually never done a coffee enema before until I tried Cor-Vital. I've done other enemas before, but not this one before. And I know this sounds like so crazy, but just hear me out. So why is Cor-Vital so important? So let me just give you a little lowdown about coffee in general. Coffee actually has mold in it, a lot of mold in it. And I read up a lot of this about this from a lot of like Dave Asprey's books, but then also understanding like obviously how our food is grown, because it's something that's really important to me. So if you're going to try to do one of these coffee enemas, you have to make sure that the coffee has absolutely no mold in it, because you don't want to put that shit in your body. No, thank you. So this coffee, they grow it in the shade, and it's all organic and has no mold in it, and it's literally ground finely enough to be made for the enema. Now, let me tell you how to prepare it. I actually created a reel that's going to show you how to prepare it, but essentially you boil, everything is boiled and cooked in a stainless steel pot. And when you boil it, then you put the coffee in and you simmer it around, and then you strain it, and then you put it into this lovely bucket. So yeah, you put it in this bucket, and then there's a tube that comes out of here, and then you do your business in the bathroom. And so the benefits of it for this particular one is that you get the caffeine inside your body, because all of our bodies need a little bit of caffeine. I get my caffeine through chocolate. I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so I found when I did this, I only needed a little bit. I probably would put more distilled water in it than coffee or the leftover. And then also too, it has palmitic acid, which is essentially like a fatty acid that you're putting in your body, which is really good on the cellular level. So what does it do? It helps eliminate toxic waste, because we don't need that shit, right? And then it also helps to kind of give you a little bit of energy, reduces bloat. I mean, have you ever sat there and noticed, like, why am I so bloated? I'm doing all this stuff, but I'm still bloated. And it's probably because you're full of shit. Anyway, so how did I feel after I did it? I felt really weird when I first did it, because it's very private. It's a very private thing that you want to do with yourself. But again, like, I also found that I'm very sensitive to it, so I didn't need the whole thing, and I probably would have added a lot more water to it, because I was like totally like buzzing, energized for a few days, and then I crashed because I was tired. But if you're a normal coffee drinker, I think the dose that they give you, the 32 ounces that you put inside of you and then excrete out, I think is really good enough for you. And I'll check back in with you guys in a week and let you know how I'm feeling. But I mean, I definitely found that my body eliminated a lot of stuff that I never knew was in there. And even though I eat like super healthy, sometimes your body just holds on to stuff, and everybody's body is like that. So I definitely recommend checking it out. I'll leave their handle for you guys right here, and then check the reel of my next story to show you how to make it.